Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Well, welcome back to Tasty Bites, Timeless Travels. Today is day 9 aboard Holland America's World Cruise 2025 on the MS Zuiderdam, and it's another sea day. Let's see what's happening today. So we've already had breakfast today. I actually just had a bowl of cereal. We've had so much indulgent food over the past week. I just wanted something nice and simple. Funny thing about Holland, they don't typically have like junk cereals like Fruit Loops or Cap'n Crunch or anything like that. To the point that we brought some because they have like the healthiest cereals, like the All Bran and Raisin Bran and not Mucinex, but whatever the one that is that starts with M. But I think where they had that big holiday cruise right before this one, they have a lot of children on that one, so they do bring in special cereals, and I think there's still like Fruit Loops left over, so I just had a bowl of Fruit Loops. So do love me some Fruit Loops. But now, just be mindful though, if you come on Holland, I would not expect junky cereals. I think they have Rice Krispies. That's what I ate a lot on the 35-nighter, was Rice Krispies with a little bit of sugar. But we just had a nice simple breakfast. We were gonna do the pool today, but the weather is not working with us. It looks sunny. I know that's what you're thinking. And it does look beautiful, but it's actually very windy and it's kind of cold. So don't think the pool's gonna cut it for us today. So C is at the church service. She has really been enjoying that. I'm gonna do some work, and I know we've got to go talk to shore excursions. Our next port is in Lima, Peru, but it's actually a city right outside Lima. It's about an hour into Lima from this port. We chose a shore excursion called Easy Lima. And then I think when we really started reading about it, it was like a 4-hour bus ride, and we're not sure if we're allowed to get off at any point or not. And that's just not anything we want to do. That port, there wasn't a lot of third-party excursions, especially out of reputable companies I was comfortable booking with. No Vider, no Get Your Guide sort of deal. So we're going to go back up and see if maybe we need to pick something different. On that, we don't really have any major plans. Now, the lecture today is the lecturer guy that I want to give him another shot, but I'm not sure if it's going to be with this topic. It's about potatoes. I do like potatoes, but I don't know if I want to go hear a lecture about them. And then there's a World War II lecture today. I may or may not go to that. The movie is this Christopher Reeve story. Now, I only like the third Spider-Man movie. I don't like any of the other ones. I'm not sure why the third one is the one that I chose, but there will be popcorn, so I might go to that. But there's also a brand new show tonight, so I know we're going to do that. It's also Wild Card Weekend, so there should be football all day long, but whenever I turn it to ESPN, which is who gets the football games here, I'm getting a black screen. ESPN does not work all over the world, we've learned with Holland, because it's the ESPN Caribbean. Actually, for playoff weekend, it's there's a special NFL channel. Here, I'll show you. I don't know why I said ESPN. That's where the college games are. So hopefully that will get fixed. But it's an NFL. They do beam them in through the NFL. Actually, for the NFL, it's going to be, they have their own channel, the NFL channel, where they beam in the games for them, because they're not available on ESPN Caribbean. So I know we want to watch the Broncos-Bills game, but hopefully the ESPN thing gets fixed, because if you go to the description of ESPN, that is where the college championship game is going to be played. So hopefully that will be fixed, or it'll be beamed in specifically for this sailing. All right, so let's get a little sea day work done, and then after that, we'll be back from church, and we'll go see the shore excursion people and make sure that we like our tour that we have picked for Lima. So this is how laundry works with Holland. You can either fill the bag, which the bag is pretty big. It's a pretty big bag. It's this big. It fits a lot of clothes. And you can either do laundry by the bag, or you can purchase unlimited laundry. Now, we have done the unlimited laundry on our previous long voyages with Holland. Something we noticed about the 35-nighter was it turned out not to be worth it. Once you hit 4 and 5 star with their Mariner Society, which is their loyalty program, you get complimentary laundry. And when that happens and you're on a voyage that has a lot of 4 and 5 star mariners, laundry was taking 24 hours to get back to us on the Rotterdam for our Panama Canal cruise last year, which was a 12-night. was taking 2 days to get back to us, sometimes 3 on the 35-nighter because there was so much laundry. So we're not going to buy the unlimited laundry for that reason, but also we get our 4-star in the middle of February, believe it or not. We've sailed Holland quite a bit over the year of 2024, and we just managed to get up that fast in the Mariner Society. So I know you're thinking, hey, they don't normally like change your status in the middle of a sailing. However, for the Grand Ward voyages, and we did call the line to confirm this, we will get that 4-star on this sailing. So we should be able to go to guest services in the middle of February, say, hey, we got our 4-star. And then they say, oh, and redo our key cards. And we would get the privileges of a 4-star Mariner, which includes priority tendering and unlimited laundry. Now, I've read varying reports if they're going to allow the laundry or not because the laundry is so busy. But if not, we'll just pay the $35 a bag. But hopefully we get it for free. I do have it budgeted, though, just in case we don't. I am the planner. So he just kind of comes and has fun. So hopefully it will be free. But we do need to send some off. Now, you can also pay by the piece. I don't know why you would want to because it's very pricey by the piece. And you can also dry clean. So like I said, this sailing does have some true formal nights. And I did see some men in tuxedos and some nice formal dresses. So I'm sure those are dry clean only. But we are just going to do by the bag. So yeah, I'm not paying $744 and not getting it back the next day.
7-0 Eagles. We talked about Jalen Hurts coming back.
All right, so we are up in the crow's nest. That's where shore excursions is. We did not like the shore excursion we had picked, so we picked something different. It's a little bit more expensive, but we still get to see Lima. Plus, we get to go to a museum, and it includes lunch, so works out. So now, C and I are going to do one of our favorite sea day activities when the pool is not an option. We are going to play Battleship. Now, the crow's nest is just a really big area. It's got these big panoramic windows, but it's also got a shelf that is full of board games and puzzles and chess and stuff like that to do. So if it's bad weather, it tends to be a great place to hang out. Plus, it's got the coffee bar, so JM, one of our favorite servers, is getting me a large caramel latte as we speak. So great way to pass the afternoon time. Well, actually, it's 10:30 in the morning. It's a great way to pass the mid-morning. Football games start at 1, so we're probably just going to watch the football games today. Because it is, to be this close to the equator, I was not expecting it to be this cloudy and cold. Because we just passed the equator like 24 hours ago. So us playing Battleship in the crow's nest was apparently the hit of the crow's nest. Everybody kept coming up and asking us about it. Where did we get it? How long have we played it? Did we bring it on board? Can they play? At one point, this woman, I thought she was going to help C cheat to beat me because I had gotten so far ahead of her. So we left. So now we're just kind of wandering. The sun is trying to come out, but I don't think it's going to happen for us. So it's 11:09 now, so we're going to wander over a few things, and then we're probably just going to get some lunch and go back to the room and watch the football games. To give you some idea of how much this wind is rocking, look at the pool. This is the Seaview pool. First off, it is extremely full. I don't think I've ever seen so much water in this pool. And then it's like an ocean with the waves. It is insane. So that's what I said. It's not a very good pool day today at all. It's not even that hot, so that's why we're struggling a little bit today. night. It is evening time. It is dressy night. So we are about to see the difference between dressy and formal. Good times. All right, thoughts on dressy night versus formal night, Holland World Cruise Edition. I don't really see the difference. We're wearing basically the same clothes we would have worn to formal night. All of my dress clothes I used to wear to work when I was a supervisor for guest services at Universal Orlando. They're not like super fantastically nice clothes. They're just what I had in my closet. But yeah, most people here, it's suits and it's dresses, which was very similar to formal night. The major difference that I noticed is the menu's not special. Typically on Holland dressy nights, you get a different formatted menu, some upper items. Not really seeing that for the dressy night because we had that for the formal night. I'm also in a debate if I want the fish or if I want pasta or if I want both, because none of the appetizers are calling my name. C is like losing it over there, by the way, because she thinks it's hysterically funny. I can't figure out what I want to eat because I've known for almost 24 hours what this menu is because she pre-orders. I don't know. Fish, pasta, both. No app. Let's see what I end up with. All right, so for my appetizer tonight, I went with something different. I got the grilled pineapple with the honey ricotta with dates and a hazelnut crumble. This is totally out of my comfort zone, but nothing else was really speaking to me, and I thought, let me try something different. So we're gonna see how this is. All right, so it turned out to be pretty good. I think it could have used a little bit more nuts for some texture, but overall it turned out to be a pretty tasty appetizer. I'm pleased. All right, our entrees have arrived tonight. C was not feeling anything off the regular menu, so she ordered from the vegetarian vegan menu. She got a veggie pizza. I will say that's the one thing I'm missing on this ship is they don't have the build your own pizza takeaway place, the New York Pizza. So it's like today, with it being an NFL day, we would have just gotten a pizza for lunch in the room, but this is a nice one in the main dining room for her. For me, I couldn't decide between the two, so I got the beautiful Dorado. It does look gorgeous, and this plate of pasta. I haven't had pasta the entire time we've been on the ship except for what came with the stroganoff the other day. So it's way too much food, but it looks and smells delicious, so I don't believe I'm going to regret any life choices in this meal. All right, so I didn't actually like the fish. I'm glad I got 2 entrees because I took like 3 or 4 bites of the fish and sent it back. The potatoes and leeks were amazing. The fish, and I had Googled it prior to ordering it, is supposed to be very similar to mahi-mahi, which I've had and liked, but to me it was just a little fishy, and it was like a pan-fried, so it was kind of crispy. I just wasn't digging it, which is an interesting thing to note about cruise lines. You can order more than 1 entree, so try something new or try something you're not sure about. I went ahead and ordered 2 entrees because I wasn't sure if I was going to like the fish. And I didn't want to have to flag the guy down to ask him to bring the guy. His name is Gus. He's very nice. I didn't want to have to flag Gus down to ask him to bring me something different. But you can order something different. You can do that on land-based restaurants too. A lot of people don't realize if you don't like it, just send it back and get something else, and they'll figure out the bill at the end. But on cruises, it's already paid for, so just try something new. Go out of your comfort zone. So I went out of my comfort zone for the appetizer, and it was delicious. So every now and again, go out of that comfort zone. Try something new. All right, it is time for some dessert. C went with a passion fruit sorbet. Is that what we've got? Is passion fruit sorbet? Yeah, passion fruit sorbet. And then for me, I got like a coffee caramel pie thing. So, I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. And with that, everyone, it is time to wrap up this evening. Fantastic evening. It was a great meal in the main dining room tonight. We hit up the casino for a little bit after. We had managed to be up $30, and now we lost that $30, but we're still even with the casino. We're actually up $1 at this point. So, 124 days. I will take it. And after that, we went and saw the headline show. It was a brand new headline show tonight, so all the officers were out and about mingling with the crowd. Welcome to the theater, because it was packed. We met the shore excursion manager. We gave a compliment to the wonderful person that helped us with shore excursions today and spoke with her about the new allergy thing with shore excursions. She said, oh, it's just making it so much easier because they were putting people on excursions, and she said, they would go and they would have a gluten or a dairy allergy and lunch would be a cheese sandwich. So, they moved to this system, so I really, really impressed by it. And after that, we saw the show. The show was phenomenal. There are 15 new shows that are just for this cruise. I feel like they're just for this cruise. This was the first one. It was Feeling Groovy or something like that. It was a throwback to the 60s. Phenomenal. It was really great singers. In the previous Holland cruises, there haven't been singers per se for their production shows, the Holland production shows. It's been mostly dancing, so it was interesting to hear the singers. They were amazing. It was 4 singers and 4 dancers, and they sang some of the best songs out of the 60s, some Janis Joplin, some Righteous Brothers. They had a beautiful rendition of Bridge Over Troubled Water. Definitely phenomenal show. We were going to head up the Rolling Stone Lounge Band, but they were already crowded because everybody left the show and either went to Billboard or Rolling Stone. So it was super packed. And tonight's the Commanders Tampa Bay game. If you have not figured out, we are just really into football. And there's tomorrow's another C day, but it is a busy C day for us. So I'm just going to call it an early night. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, get those notifications. Keep following us along as we continue our journey around the world on Holland America's World Cruise 2025. Night!